smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
180. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3 down. 24 is the mic. Alert. Here we go. 24 is the mic.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. All day, every day, any day.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you walk over here.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. First down, a run with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
180. Watch tight end. 3 down. Alert. 24 is the mic.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. A good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It's our time. Run, 24's the mic. And let's get in that hole.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Play action. Now Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's tough being a field goal kicker. Nobody knows that more than Parkey. You know, you're remembered more for the ones that you miss usually than you make.
Yeah, unless you're Adam Vinatieri.
True.
That's all we remember with him is the ones he's made. But with Cody Parkey, a competitor like anyone else, how about him getting that one to go through?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 26. Kill.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 18 on the play.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now again, right side, Grant. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. We're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's
At
get
the
it.
8-yard line.
You draw quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check, 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 check. Lock in, lock in. Show it up. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Back one. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Watch the pass. Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the
touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former second-round pick out of Fresno State, he plays like a first-round pick in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 42. Check back, check back.
Trubisky will throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, 18.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 4 now. You got 58. Back.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Draw play, Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Green Bay.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This is Grant. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, look at that. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Even. 4th down. Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. Space to run past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Alert, alert, alert. 24 is the mic. Check that.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The screen pass here to Cullen. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Returnable for Grant. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
26.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go!
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 2nd and 7. 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen.
Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 31's the mic. In your...
Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Your traps, your traps.
Blue.
Hey, check.
Now it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go.
Hey, ball.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's third and goal.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He may try and run. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Blue.
Watch twist.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then hands.